This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Bahamians will soon be able to buy and sell government bonds on the local securities exchange and track the value of their investments using the online marketplace. This now that the Bahamas government registered stocks have been approved for listing on BISEX. In fact, at last report, over 200 government bonds were to be listed. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Peter Turnquest says this represents the entire portfolio of outstanding securities going as far back as 1999. Furthermore, he sees it as keeping apace with the global digital transformation happening, at the same time introducing more efficiency to the government's borrowing. A long time coming, centralized market trading of government bonds is touted as an important component for the growth of the local capital market. Illegal migrants and narcotics apprehended during a joint operation conducted by Immigration, Customs, and Defense Force officers early this morning in the Grand Key North Abaco area. Authorities say the 12 undocumented Haitian nationals and an American man were found with suspected marijuana. The group was taken to the Grand Bahama and turned over to police and immigration officers. It's called a hidden illness, no physical signs or symptoms, yet local mental health professionals believe a growing number of people are addicted to gambling. It's just the stigma and shame that comes along with it that prevent them from seeking help. In fact, according to psychiatrist Dr. Kirkland Christie, the root of the problem isn't revealed until further testing. A potential obstacle for people to seek help is the expense for private addiction specialists. However, consultant psychiatrist Dr. John Dillette believes it's still possible to receive adequate help for gambling addiction at public health facilities. Fellow psychiatrist Dr. Timothy Barrett agrees, adding, though, that ultimately prevention should be the focus and gaming houses must be legally required to fund campaigns that send direct warnings about gambling addiction. And he fell ill at the tender age of 3. Today, 10-year-old Tyreek Miller is fighting hereditary angioedema, or HAE. The disease, very rare and potentially life-threatening, is a genetic condition that leads to swelling in various parts of the body and is particularly dangerous as it can cause death by asphyxiation. Tyreek's mom, Angelica Miller, says he was first diagnosed in 2014 while at the Joe DiMaggio Hospital in Florida.
He was by his aunt's house and she called us and told us that something is wrong. Tyreek is swelling up, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. And we went there, and I noticed that my son's face was spread out, his eyes was down, his mouth was kicked out. And I was trying to figure if it was the new pajamas I put on him, or she lay him on the wrong blanket. So we rushed him to PMH, and when we took him to PMH, they was like, oh, this looked like an allergic reaction. So they took him in the back, and they thought it was an allergic reaction, but it wasn't. Shortly after that, he started to have more episodes constantly, and he keep going to PMH, and they keep saying, okay, this child keep coming in the hospital, swell up, we're trying to figure out what's going on. They couldn't find out why he was swelling up, so they had to send him abroad.
The cost of medication and treatment, which is becoming costly, particularly to his mother, who says her son's medication is in the thousands.
The medication he's on is a special medication, what is the C1 esterase, what is for his condition, because he wasn't born with a certain protein, so the medication is to replace the protein what he don't have in his body. And that medication is very expensive, because I have jumped from paying $3,000 to $5,000 to $6,382 now, because the more weight he gains, the stronger the dose.
Ms. Miller says the medication lasts 7 days and it's needed every time Tyreek has an episode. She's appealing to you, the public, for help.
Tomorrow, we're having a water drive for Tyreek. It will be at the Southwest Plaza. We'll be there from 9 until. If anybody wants to donate water, ice, or come to volunteer, we'll appreciate it. And next week, Saturday, is his salsa, which will be on Pinewood Park from 8 to 2. And we're still accepting donations for that as well. Tickets are still available if anybody wants to purchase.
HAE is said to be incurable. A check on sports is up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.